welcome back to my channel. So it has been a long ass time I've posted something on this channel. I've been kind of busy with my studies, traveling, exams and all that shit, and now finally I have some time to film something for you guys. So basically, life update, I am finally a graduate. I've graduated from college with bachelor's in history. So yeah. We're just gonna talk about everything about the cultural societies of Delhi University, like how to enter, how was the procedure, what happens in it, and pros, cons, like everything. Basically A to Z about the cultural societies in DU. We're just gonna title this Delhi University Cultural Society 101. Yeah, people. I was part of the Western Dance Society of Kamalneru College for 3 years. Like for my whole college life, I was dancing and everything. So you could say I have some knowledge about all this. I can tell you stuff. So yeah. So first thing we're going to talk about is the procedure. So in procedure, like to get into a society, there are two parts. First is ECA Trials and second is get into society after you got an admission in a college. So first we're going to talk about the ECA Trials. It's basically extracurricular activities and you get admission through this activity. The ECA Trials first is when you're applying for DU. There's an ECA section in the forms, you fill it up and you also attach certificates of the activity you have applied for. There are two rounds. One is preliminary round and the second is the final trial. So in the prelims, everyone gives an audition, like a bunch of there's a big crowd who gives audition, and from there people are cut down and then they go for the final trial, and there this gets selected, like who is going to be in college based on the activity and everything. So in one of the rounds, after you perform your own piece, they ask you some questions about your technique, about your style, about where you've learned, like other questions just to know about you and everything. And what I've also heard is like there's a weightage of your certificates of the activity you've done as well as the performance. So I think 75% for the performance and 25% for the certificate. So that adds up, and after that you get selected. This is kind of the basic thing I know. If you want to know in detail, I'll mention down some links down below in the description box. You can check it out if you want to. So the second was audition after you get an admission to college. The first day of college, you have an orientation day where the principal talks, the teachers talk about their courses, the student conveners and the teacher conveners of the societies talk about the societies, and they also perform. So performance is by theatre society, dance society and music society. There are four kinds of dance societies: Indian folk, Indian classical, Western and contemporary. So we're going to talk about the dance society, and I feel what I have knowledge is same for almost all of them, like the procedure of the audition and every selection. So first round is basically you perform your own piece. We judge on your dancing ability, rhythm and beat and everything, and if you get selected, you go to the second round where the society teaches you a piece, like teaches you routine of like 30 seconds to 1 minute, and basic routine is on their level that they perform, that they work on, and they see if you can catch up to it, if you can do that routine, if you're able to catch it within that time limit. That's how they judge. Also they judge if you can perform it and everything, the expressions, and like it's a whole thing. They want to see if you can be up to their level. So that's what they see, and after that you get selected, you're on the team, it's everything, woohoo, yeah. For the theatre society, the society people give you a scenario and you have to act it out, and I think based on that you get selected. And singing is, I think, same thing. You give an audition, they give you another piece to perform, and that's how I think it's mostly same thing for every society. So yeah, that's how it is. So okay, let's talk about pros and cons. So we're going to talk about pros first because it's better to have the good part about it rather than the bad part. So the first pro is you join a society because you know how to dance, you know how to sing, you know how to act and all that shit, and you like doing it. And so when you join a society, if you join a society, you get trained in that. People from outside, like professional dancers, choreographers, singers, people for theatre and all, actor. I'm not sure about the theatre and the second part, but it's for dancers. You have choreographers and professional dancers who come and train you in different forms. So when you join a society, all that training and everything enhances the skill, which is really good. So the Delhi universities compete in a lot of well-trained level. So this thing gives a lot of exposure to your skill and to experience of various new things. So other than training and all this professional and all this stuff, you join a society because you love singing or dancing or acting. You are passionate about it. It's a hobby of yours. So being a society helps you keep in touch with that passion. Second pro. So society is a very competitive place. So it brings out the best in you. The competitive nature of society pushes you to be the best, pushes you to grow on another level. The growth you will have from like the beginning, from when you join the society till when you leave society, is humongous. Like, it's crazy, and it's all because of the competitive and challenging environment that the society places you in. Third pro, basically when you join society, you get to meet a lot of new people, you make a lot of new friends, you get to learn new things. So it's a great place. You get to meet different people from like different societies, different colleges, and you make friends that probably are going to stay for your life. You also go to outstation colleges for performance like IIT Kanpur, IIT Jodhpur, IIT Bombay, BITS Pilani, BITS Goa, and all that shiz, and it's a whole other experience, people. I cannot even express in words how amazing it is to perform, to compete in an outstation college, and what it is all about. Like, you make a whole different connection with your team as well as other teams, so it's a great thing. Fourth pro, if you want to take up like say dancing, singing or acting or anything as a career option, as a professional career option, society is a good place for you. It grooms you to be that, it trains you to be that. It's a really great place if you want to be professional. Like, it really trains you and everything. So if you want to join, that's one of the pro things, that's one of the good things of being in a society. Fifth pro, after all these things, another great thing that your society does, it adds up to your resume. Like, it gives you the quality of having a competitive nature, being efficient, being a disciplined individual, and when companies go through these, it makes you stand out from the crowd. So now we're going to talk about is cons. So the first con is basically you should join this society if you're really interested in it. Like, just don't join it if it's like, I want to join it because there's a lot of hype about it, everyone's talking about it, and every one of my friend is joining, like this friend of mine is joining, so I should join it too. Don't do it because of that. Do it because you want to join it, you want to be a part of something else, like something different, something new that you've never experienced. Do it because you're passionate about that thing. Because at the end you will end up hating that, you will end up loathing it, and you will leave it. Would be a time waste for you. And it also depends if you can really handle it, if you can really handle all that competitive nature, all the challenging environment, and all that stuff that comes with being a society. Is also depends on you too. So the second and the major con, like the major thing that because of which people leave society, is time. Society frankly takes a lot of your time. Like, there are rigorous practice sessions and you're tired and you miss a lot of class. It affects academic a lot. So if you cannot deal with that, it's not a place for you, people. It's not a place for you. During the fest season, like the March, April, you don't attend, you barely get to attend classes. Like, there are fest every single day. You go from one place to another, and like there's no time to go to college and attend classes. So you miss out on a lot of things and you have to study on your own. And this is specifically for the dance side as well as theatres, because they have a lot of practice sessions. So yeah, so the pros and cons are done. So we're going to talk about all the questions one has when you're college, when you're in college and see all the societies and like you don't know what to do, like confused and everything. So the first question is, if you can join more than one society, like if you can join 2 or 3 societies, technically you can be part of 2-3 societies, but in reality it's not possible, it's impossible, because every society has their practice sessions, like it has their practice timings, and probably the practice timings of both the societies you're in will clash. So in reality it's not suitable, you cannot do it. Second question, if it is even necessary to join a society. It is not, it's absolutely not, like it's really not. There are people who have not joined society and have done great in their fields and all that stuff, so it's really not a thing that you have to join a society. Another thing, when you're thinking about joining a society, ask the right question, like really ask these questions to yourself. How active is the society? How is the work environment? Is it going to help me grow? Am I passionate about it? Will I be able to cope up with it? The beginning, you guys, you might have a slight problem getting along with the seniors and everything, but after some time, after hanging out, after gelling up and everything, you guys become a different family. Like people, it's a whole different family, it's a whole different bond. You are together through thin and thick, you go through everything together, like you make bonds like this, like they're unbreakable. Like that's how amazing bonds you create. Frankly people, I would encourage you to join a society. It's a great learning place, it's a great bonding place, it's a great place where you get a family. It's a great place you get to make friends which are like lifelong. You experience new things, you get exposure, you get training, you get a lot of contacts which might help you in the future. So guys, if you want to, go for it, go join a cultural society. It's a lovely place, it's a great place to be in. I could say college was probably the best 3 years of my life, and it was great, it was amazing, it was best because of my team, of being in Enigma, the Western Dance Society, and because of the people who were in it. So yeah, that's all for the video, and I hope you got some information. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I helped you guys sort out your mind or something. If you liked the video and enjoyed it and got information and everything sort of thing, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you thought about the video, and if you guys want to watch something else and have any requests, do that too. And also share the video, share with your family, share with your friends, share with your relatives, your aunties, uncles, cousins, everyone. Spread the word, people. Spread the word. Spread just like a Nutella. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye.